and we know that thousands of people there have been displaced by this week's flooding, and with everything they own washed away, they have to rely on the generosity of others. Now, many organizations are stepping in to help. Among them is the Shoprite Group. It set up soup kitchens, mobile soup kitchens in parts of KZN. Let's find out more from the group's Sanjeev Raghubir. I understand he's the manager there for sustainability. He's joining us now virtually from Cape Town. Sanjeev, good afternoon. What is Shoprite doing in KZN to assist?
Good afternoon, Dan. I think let me start by saying that our thoughts and our prayers are with the people of KwaZulu-Natal during these devastating floods. Such a disaster, such a climate disaster is not going unnoticed within the Shoprite Group. The group operates a fleet of 25 mobile soup trucks across the country. And we mobilized the 3 mobile soup kitchens in KwaZulu-Natal to start serving our impacted communities and impacted community members during the week. And as we speak, we've mobilized a further 5 soup trucks from Limpopo, Gauteng, and the Eastern Cape to travel down to Gauteng, or to travel down to KwaZulu-Natal, and to start serving impacted community members. So as of tomorrow, we will have a total of 9 mobile soup trucks that are trying to provide some level of assistance and some level of support to communities that are impacted.
Yeah, I guess any number of soup trucks would be helpful. Are they self-reliant? So they get in, they move from place to place where they can access. We understand some areas may not be accessible because roads and bridges have been damaged, but will they be able to stay there for several days?
That's correct. So each truck has the capacity to serve 1,000 meals a day. They are traveling together with relief organizations that are on the ground, that are giving us, as the Shoprite Group, direction on where the most need is and the most support is needed. And that's how we will provide the support.
Okay, and you are working therefore with community organizations that are already on the ground, and you're complementing existing efforts as Shoprite.
That's correct. We see it important to partner with organizations, NGOs, community-based organizations that are on the ground, that understand what is happening in terms of accessibility, in terms of where communities are most impacted, so we can provide much needed immediate support and relief.
You said each truck can provide 1,000 meals a day, or 1,000 soup meals a day. Do you have an idea so far, Sanjeev, how many people you've managed to reach? I know you're still redeploying. You said some of the mobile trucks, they're still on their way from other parts of the country to KZN.
Yeah, I think since the trucks have started serving, there have been some difficulties in getting to some of the areas. But each truck, I mean, in the last few days has been serving in the excess of 1,000 people a day. So collectively, with the 4 trucks that we've had on the ground, we were serving around 4,000 meals a day to impacted community members.
Yeah, there are 5 or so, 6 districts that have really been hit hard, including eThekwini municipality, which is bearing the brunt, in fact, as well, of the most number of people so far counted who've died. I think over 350 of the 395 people reported to have died by today are in the eThekwini area. Are your trucks mostly in that area of that municipality, or are they spread out?
So they'll be spread out, but we will concentrate in the areas where there's the most amount of impact, where communities have been impacted the most, and that's where the need is. And Dan, let me add that this is more the immediate and pressing support and need that is there on the ground right now. I think and hopefully it happens pretty soon, that the flood water starts subsiding and the weather starts clearing up, and community members can start rebuilding their lives and rebuilding their homes. We also will support with food hampers and food parcels, which will become much needed during that time as well.
Yeah, so I was about to ask you. Yes, I was about to ask you, beyond the soup kitchens, what are you going to be doing? So you're going to be distributing food parcels into the near future?
That's right. Important that we respond immediately now. And it's the intention of the Shoprite Group to be one of the first responders to disasters like this, and particularly climate-related disasters. To provide, and through the mobile soup kitchens, but at the same time, in the short to medium term, as communities start returning to their homes and start rebuilding their homes, that we can also support with food hampers where it's possible and where the communities are the most impacted.
Okay, thank you very much for your time and explaining what Shoprite is doing to help the people of KZN. That's Sanjeev Raghubir, Shoprite Sustainability Manager.